Hi, I'm Erykah and welcome to another episode of 5 Minutes With. Today we've got 5 minutes with a theatre producer. Hi Jasmine.
Hi Erykah.
Could you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your job?
Of course. My name is Jasmine Okai. I'm a theatre producer, and basically what a theatre producer does is handle all the kind of business side of theatre, support the creative team and make sure everyone is happy. Mm-hmm. We basically mould into what is needed in the space.
Mm-hmm. But could you give us a little run through of the things that you've worked on recently, just so that people can get a bit of an insight into what you do and what you've done with those things?
Of course. So some of my recent projects, the current one is Landing Bolts. So that is a site-specific research and development project, and that's working with young creatives in a fun, dynamic rehearsal process that will result in sharings. Other projects I've worked on is a Tiger Face show. So that was a brilliant show about a tiger character in a TV show that Justin, the lead actor, used to talk about mental health. So that was a brilliant, heartwarming show to work on. And then I also produced a podcast series called Critically Speaking Season 2, so it's kind of varied.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing about doing your job that you do inside of Cardiff?
I think my favourite part is the fact that there are so many theatre companies, but also creatives, and it just feels like a hub of creativity in Cardiff, we are in the capital of Wales. And the diversity in Cardiff is just amazing. And there's just this rich kind of source of new people that are interested. That's lovely. It's lovely to work with young people.
And so how did you get into theatre producing? Could you tell us what you studied at uni and whether it was an interest before, or if you just kind of fell into it? How did it all start for you?
Of course. I would say I definitely fell into it. I did love stories, so I studied English literature at university, and I did have a kind of distant memory of theatre, but it always seemed like it wasn't for me. It seemed very middle class, white. So after I graduated, I was just so keen to get back to Cardiff, because I fell in love with the city. And I came across a traineeship in producing, but also in directing, so it really was a toss-up. But when I looked into producing, I was like, oh, okay, organising and research, oh, I like that, okay. I'll try my luck there, and thankfully I got it. And that's how I started my producing journey.
And if you could go back and give yourself some advice with the wisdom that you've got now, what would you say to yourself?
I would say be bold and confident, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because it's empowering. Knowledge is power, so keep pushing, and keep that love of stories.
And for anyone wondering what a producer is, I know you kind of spoke about that a bit, but so could you just kind of give your view as a producer of what a producer does, and maybe the difference between that and a director, because again I think that's kind of a thing that people don't often know.
I would definitely say, especially in relation to the different types of workers in theatre, I would say that producers are different from directors or writers, because we are still creative, but we are more thinking long term and thinking about what problems are arising. So I would say that we kind of put out fires, we deal with a lot of the admin, behind the scenes stuff, we bring creators on board, we raise the money, we write the contracts, we liaise with the venues. So I'd say the directors have the vision, but we put it on stage.
Another thing that I want to bring up as well is about when we emailed the Welsh Government and stuff, and I just wanted to know, how did that feel for you? Because I know when I got that email back being we'll change the wording, I literally texted you and I was Jasmine, we did it. But how did that feel for you? Because obviously you came to me initially with the anti-racism document, and you were what is this?
So empowering. But and I felt very kind of privileged in that moment that we can ask those questions and send an email and get back kind of straight away.
Yeah.
That is very powerful.
What would you say to anyone like who's got like big dreams like us of changing things and wants to do it? Like, what would you say to them?
I think it is just about perseverance, and if you want to make the change, there's nothing stopping you from making those steps.
So before we finish, could you just let people know where they can like find you on social media if they wanted to contact you or just see what you're up to?
Of course, yeah. So my Instagram handle is at Jasmine Grace Okai, and my Twitter is at Okai Jasmine. And if you want to email me, of course you can. It's okai.jasmine97@gmail.com.
Thank you for watching this episode of 5 Minutes With. This is the last episode in the series, but make sure that you keep up to date with Creative Cardiff's social media for more opportunities to get to know our creative community.